Phoenix police is still piecing together what happened before a woman was shot and taken to a Valley hospital overnight.
We don't know exactly who dropped her off at the hospital. We know that a car pulled up. We don't have a description that we want to put out at this time.
I don't know whether to cry, holler, scream, jump, yell, fight, kick. It's just, I'm all over the place. I'm all over the place because no matter what, nobody has the right to take nobody's life.
34-year-old Ebony Phelps was a loving, caring, and devoted friend and daughter. Most importantly, she was a mother to two beautiful daughters, an 11-year-old and a 1-month-old who was born premature. Her children meant the world to her, and she meant the world to them. An unexpected chain of events would change the lives of those close to her forever. Just after midnight on December 15th, Phoenix police were called to a local hospital after a woman was dropped off with a gunshot wound. Authorities would quickly determine that the shooting initially happened at the Missouri Crossing apartment complex near 17th and Missouri Avenues.
Some more details about this police investigation we've been following for you all morning. It's happening near 19th Avenue in Camelback. And just minutes ago, officers shared with us they were called to a hospital after a woman was shot and then taken there. That woman did die from her injuries. Police say they believe this started near 17th Avenue. And right now, homicide detectives are working to figure out what happened.
The victim was identified as 34-year-old Ebony Phelps, who was sadly pronounced dead just a short time after being dropped off at the hospital. After a quick investigation, police were able to identify an apartment where Ebony was known to have stayed at the Missouri Crossing Apartments on 19th Avenue and Bethany Home Road in Central Phoenix. Additional units, including SWAT, responded to contain the area and observe if anyone was inside of the apartment. Tactical units eventually forced entry into the apartment, but no one was there. However, police would find evidence of a shooting. Detectives remained at the complex throughout the day, speaking with other residents and trying to gather information about what happened. A neighbor shared a video showing two people carrying someone to a car around midnight. Initially, police didn't confirm if the vehicle was directly connected to the shooting, but assured officers were looking for the car used to drop Ebony off at the hospital. Ebony's murder was the second of two deadly shootings in a span of a few hours. Just hours before her death, a 26-year-old was also shot and killed in Central Phoenix.
Officers cleared the scene here at the Missouri Crossing Apartments about 30 minutes ago, and they first arrived a little after midnight. It is an active investigation, and police are not yet releasing the victim's name or age because they're still working to notify her family.
Terrifying and horrific loss for the family. We want to be able to help their healing process as best as we can. One of those is giving them ample time to adjust to it, as well as trying to find the person responsible.
Sergeant Brian Bauer with Phoenix Police is still piecing together what happened before a woman was shot and taken to a Valley hospital overnight.
We don't know exactly who dropped her off at the hospital. We know that a car pulled up. We don't have a description that we want to put out at this time.
He says he can't share much right now, but tells us investigators are currently searching for a car caught on surveillance video. He says whoever was inside the car left the victim at the hospital. That footage led officers to this apartment complex near 17th Avenue and Missouri. Police say the car is linked to a specific unit, and tactical teams were able to get inside the apartment this morning.
Try to call out whoever might have been in there. There was nobody in the apartment after the investigation continued, but there was obvious signs of a scene inside the apartment.
Detectives believe the woman was shot here, but aren't saying if this is where she lived. Police are collecting evidence, interviewing witnesses, and tracking down any video that could help fill in the gaps. A neighbor shared this video with us and police. She says it shows two people carrying the victim into a car around midnight.
Those are what detectives are looking for. That's going to be able to lead to a suspect, that's going to be able to lead to a motive, and overall a guilty verdict when it comes.
Police are asking anyone with any information or video about this shooting to contact them or silent witness. You can leave an anonymous tip.
Police would quickly announce the arrest of Ebony's husband, 36-year-old Corey Braggs. According to her mother, he made prior threats stating that he was going to kill her, and there was a history of domestic violence. Dozens of people, including friends, family, and even strangers, gathered for a candlelight vigil near 59th Avenue and Bethany Home Road to honor the life of a woman who meant so much to many.
People here were holding on tight to their candles and joined in prayer and released balloons, hoping to find peace. Family says Ebony was shot and killed by her husband, 36-year-old Corey Braggs, in their apartment in Phoenix on West Missouri Avenue late Thursday night. Police say Ebony was taken to a hospital where she died. Braggs was later found in a different location. After negotiations with police, he was arrested. Ebony's mother, Precious Brown, claims Braggs had threatened to kill her daughter before. She says this is a case of domestic violence.
I can't even describe the feeling. I don't know whether to cry, holler, scream, jump, yell, fight, kick. It's just, I'm all over the place. I'm all over the place because no matter what, nobody has the right to take nobody's life. Nobody. God didn't give nobody the right to take nobody's life.
Precious says she never imagined she would have to bury her daughter. Now the family is raising money to cover the cost of the funeral and to help provide for Ebony's two daughters. They're also asking for gift donations to give Ebony's daughters a joyful Christmas as possible.
A GoFundMe was created by Ebony's family to raise money for her unexpected funeral expenses and childcare for her daughter. 36-year-old Corey Braggs was taken into custody and booked into Maricopa County Sheriff's Office jail on multiple charges, including murder. As the investigation continued, authorities discovered Braggs was inside of a home near 19th and Glendale Avenues. Detectives and tactical response teams surrounded the home and began negotiating with Braggs, eventually taking him into custody. The case remains ongoing.